Okay guys, we're back now. We had an earlier session, we're going to do another one now, more intense, more tempo work. We're going to build a pace up with all the different age groups. Let's get ready for it, and I hope you enjoy what you see. We've got different age groups from younger children, 5 to 12. We've also got 12 to 15-year-olds. Now we've got some of our senior boxers doing boxing in the ring, and we're also doing a little bit of bag work. So what we're working on is stamina, speed, a lot of skills involved, how to keep your hands up, elbows tucked in, but we're trying to actually get the kids to get the confidence and the discipline after lockdown to try and get involved in a physical activity with County Durham Sport. So what we're doing here now is health and fitness, boxing training and circuit training. We've got Naya on the pads now with Simon, and Naya is one of our regular boxers who comes into the gym 3-4 times a week, and she's building a lot more confidence and discipline now through that. Our legs are getting better with her movement. She's doing a good stance, a good base. We've got some of the younger lads now doing pads and gloves. We've got the legs, we've got the medicine balls, the core bells, the kettlebells, and all this will help with the boxing training to try and make a pathway from the younger children to the rookie classes, and then from the rookie classes to the teenage classes, hopefully working up to different boxing skills that we're trying to put on in the boxing gym. What we're also got is different pad work going on round here, and we're looking at different skills now coming in from the legs to the hands, elbow blocks to the body, hands protect the face, put the eyes on the contact. We've also got Jess in the boxing ring doing shadow boxing and skipping with the little kids here. And what we're also doing is looking at trying to rotate from the bags, the pads, the skipping, the shadow boxing, and everything going on with the boxing circuit. So far we've roughly done about 20 minutes, and these kids normally do about an hour's training session. And with that training session, what we try to do is stamina, speed, and lots of skill work. It's work in a day, but what we normally try to do is mix it up, so we have girls classes, we have lads classes, we also have mixed classes. With the gym now, we're trying to move a pathway in to help with education, to help with motivation, and also looking at employment from the boxing club as well. So we've got leadership skills, volunteering skills, and peer support groups within the boxing club with some of our coaches, as you can see. Round the back here, we'll show Robin on the pads. We've also got the lads doing the pad work over here. We've got Jack, we've got Callum, who are regular boxers for us on a daily basis. These guys come in training 3-4 times a week. Aiden's here as well, so what we've got is a show coming up in September. These guys need to practice 3 or 4 times to get ready for the show, and hopefully we're all going to be boxing on our show. We're trying to get boys and girls on the boxing show in here, Macmillan Cancer Research and dementia and Alzheimer's. That's the charities we're trying to raise money for. But as you can see, these two guys are training really hard in here. We've got Naya in the boxing ring now with Simon doing pad work, and she's really trying to get going now with the leg work. Naya's improved a lot over the last few months. We work a lot with mental health as well, trying to help people to move on with motivation and confidence building. We've got the little girls doing little squats here. We're doing jackknives and star jumps with Scarlett. Over here we've got shadow boxing with some of the lads. We've also got some of the guys on the bags and balls, and what we're doing is rotating the circuit around all the time, so everybody gets a good crack at everything on in the gym. And what we're doing, we're showing them how to do the jab, 1-2 punching, combination punches. We're also looking at counter punches, but most of all fitness. What we want them to do is enjoy it, get the fun aspect out of training as well when they come in, so they can pass it on to the friends and family and let them know it's not just about fighting, it's the boxing. We want them to come in here and learn the confidence, the discipline training, not fighting outside or bullying. What we want to do is get them in the boxing ring and learn the discipline, the confidence. And we get all sorts of young people coming in with antisocial behaviour, with mental health problems, and we try to turn them around to make sure that they're actually doing a good job in here. They can come out of here after being passionate about the boxing and learn a new skill, and we're trying to pass that on for the future. So with the technique with the lads, what we're trying to do with technique with the lads, we're trying to get the pad work to sharpen them up. We're looking at reflex work, we're looking at skills, but we want to see the leg movement going around the ring. Make sure the lads have got their hands up, elbows tucked into the body, but one of the big things is eyes on the opponent all the time. The reflex trying to help them, but angle work's very important when they're moving around the ring. They've got to be first with a jab, put the combinations together, but also defense is very important when you're on the pads as well, because the lad who's on the pads will be trying to give him a little clip if his hands go down or elbows go up. So we have to protect the body, protect the target area, but also got a nice solid base with a nice wide stance. If we get the stance and a good base, obviously we can move on from that and get them competing in the boxing ring. Both these lads are hopefully going to be on our show in September, so we have to try and hone their skills over the next 6 to 7 weeks. This is what we're trying to do in the boxing ring now. With Naya, we're also trying to hone her skills. We're doing leg work with her. This is Naya here. We're trying to do leg work with Naya, so she's got a good stance, a good base, but her hands are good, the eyes are on the target. Simon's pushing her hard on the pads, trying to get combination punches, counter punches, and lots of jab work. Robin's the same. Robin jumps in. The difference between Robin and Naya does a lot of speed. Robin's jumping in now. She's got a lot of power shots, so she gets really good hard power shots coming in with really good combination punches as well. Simon's getting her moving around using the angles. What we try to do is get her both directions so she's not standing still for the opponent all the time. When they finish the boxing training here, and especially after lockdown and during COVID, what we did do, we got a small bit of funding to actually give pads and gloves, skipping ropes, kettlebells, medicine balls out. And at home, they can do it with the parents, grandparents, carers. We get a lot of vulnerable and at-risk children in here as well. So what we tend to do is give them a demonstration or a Zoom class, and then when they go home, they can practice in the garage or the living room and practice with parents or the siblings, brothers and sisters, and they can try and help get their skills better for when they actually come back to the gym. And that worked really well during lockdown, but now we're actually carrying it on after lockdown's over. If the children don't have any equipment, what we do for high deprivation areas, affluent areas, we tend to put in for funding off the likes of County Durham Sport, CDCF, the AAP, Area Action Partnerships of Durham County Council, and also Sport England, Street Games have given us little pots of funding money. What we do, we buy equipment, and if the kids haven't got much money or they come from very socio-economic groups or high deprivation areas, we will invest heavily with new skipping ropes, new pads, new gloves, and we will lend them different equipment to take home. When they've used them at home and they want to bring them back, hopefully we're getting them back, but we're not too worried because we have had funding money to buy equipment off all the different groups I've mentioned. When we're at home, if we want to do shadow boxing and skipping, what we tell them to do is if they've got a bedroom mirror and they're in front of the mirror working on shadow boxing, they can actually do some skipping at home if they've got a space, or even out in the garden using their siblings, brothers, sisters, mums, dads, carers, grandparents. What we tend to do is get them doing skipping, get them doing shadow boxing, get them to do sit-ups, press-ups, squats, different exercises, everything. So with some of the little ones, the likes of Yui, and he's got another brother called Ernie who jumps in. What we try to do is build speed with Yui. We get him to do his boxing stance so we can work on his coordination. With some of the girls, like Scarlett and Sophia, all we do with these girls is try and get them to do the stance, help them with the skipping, coordination for the boxing skills, then they go home and tell mums and dads what they've been doing, and they practice at home before they come back. And now they're coming in 2-3 times a week, really enjoying what they're doing in the boxing gym. Okay guys, tune in for more of this again later on at Durham Community Boxing Club. We've enjoyed all the work we've been doing with all the different age groups for the kids. Hopefully we'll be doing a lot more this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. We've had a really good experience here. Thank you very much.